Hey everybody, how are you guys? Hope you guys are good. Okay, so I want to take a few minutes and I want to talk to you guys about a few different things, but let's start with parenting. When you become a parent, your job is to love, protect, teach, take care of, and mold your children into the person that you hope that they can become when they are older, right? You do all these things. You spend all these time teaching them morals and values and not to look up to false idols, shall we say. Like if parents stopped pushing false idols on their children, let me give you an example. Like celebrities who don't do a damn thing that deserve your kids to idolize them. They do absolutely nothing. You're supposed to be protecting your kids from all of the evils in the world. Like, that's your goal. Your goal is to raise them to be good, honest, caring, loving, smart, educated, independent thinking individuals, right? That's the whole idea. So when you get done with that and they go out into the world on their own, you have that peace of mind and knowing that you did everything you could do to give them the tools to prepare them for the life ahead, right? So many parents today don't do that anymore. So many parents don't do that. So many parents are either too busy, they're too involved in their own stuff, they're working all the time, and their kids are being raised by other people. There's so many different reasons, and the reasons don't really matter. But what does matter is the result of the children that you send out into the world. Because clearly there has been a shift in society that seems to have all of these young adults who don't know their ass from their elbow, who could care less about how they make anybody else feel, who could care less how they treat people, who just seem like little jerks that weren't molded in the right way. I'll just put it that way. Okay. Let me say this, because I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But it's not only the parents to blame. A lot of it today is the schools as well. Because I don't know what happened, but some major shift happened somewhere. And schools don't prepare children for the real world. They don't. They don't prepare them for anything except to sit down, shut up, do what you're told, don't question what we tell you, and go out and, prepare for your 9-to-5 slave job, basically. That's the mentality. And, don't take my word for it. I don't care. Look it up. But something happened somewhere where now all they do is push their agendas and their ideologies onto children instead of actually teaching them things. That's why you have people graduating high school right now that don't know how to write cursive. They don't know any current events. They don't know what countries are what. They don't know anything. They can't read a compass. They can't, it's crazy. There's some that even can't look at an analog clock and tell you the time. Like, it's that bad. But you graduated and you're ready for the real world? Okay. Now, social media. Let's talk about that. Let's go into that. Social media and the algorithms. The algorithms are all the same. They are all implemented with the same, different, how do I want to put this? They're all implemented with the same markers, I will say. Like misinformation, for example. When you say something that they don't agree with, it's automatically red flagged, and your video is either up for review or it's automatically terminated. Now that's all social media. And they're doing that for a reason. They're doing that so kids coming up today only have access to the information that they want you to know, even though it's not the truth. And even though you're not going to get both sides, like that's the whole part of the plan. In a time like this, I think when social media runs so many kids and teenagers and lives, hell, even some parents, I think it's really important for parents to step in and talk to your kids. Have these conversations with your children. Tell them, listen, I know what you're hearing, I know what you're being told, but it's not the truth. Because what's happening is it's causing bigger and bigger and bigger divides between parents and their children. And eventually, the divide is going to be so big that your kids will have no respect for you. They will not believe a word that you say. They'll think you're just, you're old, you don't know what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. And that's what it'll be. And there will be no way to repair that if you don't start right away. Now, obviously I'm talking to parents who have younger children that have not reached that level yet where they're completely brainwashed, right? Where they're completely lost in what the hell is actually going on in reality. But a lot of kids aren't that far away from that. And unfortunately, there's a lot of parents that have been sucked into that as well. And also don't know their ass from their elbow. And also have no idea what's going on in reality, in real life. But all these things happen for a reason. And it's just sad. It's just sad that kids today know what the Kardashians did last week. And they know what Hailey and Justin Bieber are doing. But they don't know who, is running countries. They don't even know how many countries they are. They don't even know. They can't even go outside and tell you point to north. Point to the direction of north. Point the direction to south. They can't even do that. But they know all about celebrities. They know they have posters of them on their wall. They follow them on social media. Teach them that all that shit is fake. It's fake. It's not real. That's not reality. It's to keep y'all distracted. It's to keep y'all sucked in. And you're letting it happen. Okay? Anyway. So, everything's different. Parenting in this society is much different than parenting in the society it was in the 90s or even the early 2000s. It's not the same. And now you have, teachers that are showing kids inappropriate things in school, and they're finding out all these things that they should not be learning at an age they should not be learning it. And you actually have people that are coming out talking about, adults need to be able to love who they want, even if that's children. And, we need to care about maps and, minor attracted people. Teaching your kids to feel sorry and to feel compassion for all these villains. And it's the upside down. It's not. So parents do have it a lot harder than they did back then. And not only that, but you have to worry about kidnappers and traffickers and all of that way more than you had to worry about it back then. Hell, back then in the 90s, people didn't even lock their doors. You were like, you got home from school, you're like, all right. Then your parents are like, all right, I'll see you later. Be home for dinner or be home before it's dark. and they don't know where you went. You went on your bike to go play with your friends. Hell, you went all around town, you know, and nobody, it wasn't a thing, you know. It's just, so I get it. It's way harder today to parent than it was back then. So I get that parents have it harder. But still, your main goal is to protect your children from all of the evils in the world, even the ones that are being forced down their throat at every turn and every, you know, fork in the road that you hit. It's insane. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of this stuff, and you know, it does weigh on me, and you know, I know we all have our own issues. Like, I have so much going on that I can't even tell you guys about, but I feel like if I can just help one person, if I can just help one parent, if I can help one, you know, if I can just help somebody realize, or help them to, how do I want to say this? If I can help them to right a wrong, or help them see the world in a different light, or help them see a situation from a different angle. You know, I just want to do good. I just want to help people. And like I said, I know we all have our own problems. Problems are just never ending. But if I can help other people, if I can just spread light, then I feel like I've done something. I feel like I've accomplished something. If I can help people find truth, I think that's so important today, because there's so much lies and BS out there, and not everybody has time to sift through it all. You know, not everybody, and it's so frustrating and exhausting that every time you hear something, something clicks in your brain, and you're like, okay, well, I have to question this. So now I have to go around and trying to find the right answer. Is this the truth? Are we being lied to? Like, and I'm doing that multiple times a day. And it is exhausting. And I know not everybody wants to live their life like that. So luckily there's people like me out there who want to help spread the light, who want to help people see the truth, who want to just help people, you know, maybe make your life a little bit better, or, you know, something like that. Then I feel like I've accomplished something, you know. So that's all this is. But yeah, it's just hard. I get it, you know. But it is what it is, and we're in the world we're in, and I think we were all put here. Like, I feel like some of us were put here during this time for a reason. We were put here awake during this time for a reason. And I think to blow that off, or to act like, you know, I'm just going to bury my head in sand and forget it and go along to get along, is not the purpose here. At least I don't think that it's mine. So this is what I feel like I can do right now. And I do think it's important. You know, no matter how anybody else feels, that's how I feel. So, question everything. Don't take everybody's word as the gospel. Do your own research. And you might have to do a little digging, because sometimes the truth is hard to find. But when you do find it, it gives you a little bit of enlightenment, a little bit of knowledge. You feel a little bit better knowing that, okay, now I know the truth. I know the truth. Everybody out there might not, but I do. You know, and I don't know. That helps me. But it is what it is. So I'm going to end this one here. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me hear all your thoughts. Please hit that thumbs up. Please sub to the channel. If you can do anything extra, you know, you want to help, links are down in the description below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light. And I will see you next time.